Hello everybody, and welcome to another all-new episode of BrickFeed. This week it's episode 135, and we're gonna be talking about the new LEGO Star Wars sets. I'm your host, Sakoda.
I'm the EX Trooper.
I'm AJ.
I'm Alti.
Woo!
Alright, here we go. Anyone got anything, by the way? Or are you doing royalties still? Anyone got like a new LEGO set?
Did anyone get a new LEGO set?
No.
I didn't
I can't
since
afford
last
Too
time.
broke.
I mean, the last BrickFeed I've been on was last week, so I didn't get one in that week.
You're not getting every single week? You're not that addicted yet?
I mean, sometimes, but
That's good. That's good. Oh,
I'm not a big fan of LEGO. Don't get one every single day. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't have the budget for that. So who got some?
you gotta buy like
Neil.
one LEGO advent calendar for every month, so you can get LEGO every day.
Just buy like one LEGO brick a day.
Yes.
I feel like the last set I bought was like the Batmobile,
Which one?
the system one. For,
Oh,
like,
Yeah,
the-
but like,
from-
is it the
from
actual
the
Batmobile, or is it
Batman,
like the
or-
tumbler, or?
no, it's like the something in the way Batmobile.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see. Something in the
It's-
way.
It's the from the Batman.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie yet, but I heard a lot of good things about it. But the
Pretty
set
good.
doesn't look. It doesn't look much like a normal Batmobile to me though. It
It
more
looks-
just looks like a little bit of a stylized car.
Yeah.
You seen the
Yeah,
movie? Is that why you bought it?
That's basically what it is in the movie. It's like a muscle car that he
Yeah, it's a
turned into
tuned
Batmobile.
R or something.
Ah, that's definitely original take there on the Batmobile though. Let's see. I think the last Batman thing I ever bought was like the tumbler, which I thought was really nice.
The big one or the smaller one?
It's just a small one. I like
Okay,
everything
yeah.
when it's held in
Minifigure
minifig
scale.
scale.
That one's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Were the minifigures in that one you got, Ulti? Is it
Oh,
just Batman?
you get Batman and you get the Penguin.
Alright.
Thought the Penguin
Alright.
was in there until you just reminded me. But yeah, it's just minifigs. But like
Ah,
the build
I'm
is
seeing
really
it now.
solid.
Does it have
Like, was
suspension
only-
or something?
Nah. Well, it doesn't have like actual suspension, but like the back of the car is really hiked up, so it's got like it looks like it has suspension.
Ah. I see.
But for like
Nice to-
£25, it was pretty good.
Does it have blue flames coming out of it in the movie as well?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
bunch of flame effect pieces. I love it.
Those are like the superhero pieces, right?
Yeah.
That's usually where I see them. Well, looks alright. It looks like a Ninjago car, but Batman-fied. That's what comes to mind. AJ, you got
Pretty
something as
good.
well?
Nah, I haven't
Um,
like had a new set since like September, maybe.
Oh, what was that?
Oh.
It was like the C-band sets.
Yeah.
'Cause I got
All of
for,
them?
Yeah, because it was my birthday, so I got them all. For
Oh,
my birthday.
nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
Damn,
yeah.
that must have broke the bank.
What
they
was
were-
the favorite from the wave?
I haven't actually built.
Oh man, you got
Oh,
a
no.
backlog going on.
Yeah,
Well-
I've got like hidden side sets and Ninjago sets to build.
Saved up for
So
like a rainy day or something.
Yeah.
Something comes along, you know.
I just got a
Save up for
picture for the
space.
Batman set for the Batmobile, and it was kind of way too big. I'm sorry. It's on
No
screen
worries.
now.
I really want to get. Well, no, not really. I have the like Lego, like the UCS gunship, and I haven't built that yet.
You
Speaking of,
haven't
like,
built it
backlog.
yet? Come on, old T.
It's such an
I think it's, like, too
undertaking.
big,
you
man.
don't understand. Yeah, that's the thing, right?
I
It's
mean,
currently more.
Where are you gonna
compact
store
in-
how many pieces
Exactly,
does
it's
it
more-
have?
It's like 3,000. But the thing is,
You can build
it's
that
like
in a day or two.
You don't understand, Sakoda. It's 60 inches by 60 inches. I
Oh.
do not have space. It's more compact in the box than it is built.
Ulti,
I
do you
don't
have
know
a
where to-
do you,
I don't know where to put
Ulti, do you have a bed?
Yes, I like to
You-
sleep in it.
Yeah, you don't need sleep. You need the
Nice.
gunship. Okay.
Sleep is
Putting the
overrated.
gun on my
sacrifice
bed.
your bed for the gunship?
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
no.
start sleeping on the floor instead, or maybe I just won't sleep. I'll just stay up all night, like forever, just playing Final Fantasy.
Do it. I dare you.
I would.
So what's stopping you?
Yeah.
Where's about the-
society?
Okay.
No, where's about the Batman set though? Because we got pictures of a lot of Lego sets though. Either way, that we do have ready, don't
Yeah.
we, Sakota?
Yes. Today we're gonna be talking about the new Lego Star Wars sets. And there's been quite a few, and quite a lot of different stuff too. I feel like different eras. And the first one we got on our docket is set number 75337 ATTE Walker for $139.99 with 1,082 pieces. One thing that's kind of interesting about this should have been released already, but I think the release was somehow delayed. But also I saw someone post on Reddit that they already have it, so it looks like some shops do have it. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird situation with that.
Maybe someone already got like sent off and then
Yeah,
they had to
I
delay
think
it.
that's probably what it is.
I wonder why they had
This-
to delay it though.
I don't know.
Is like is the only announcement that they made at LegoCon that I actually cared about.
You didn't like the Ninjago trailer?
I haven't seen the Ninjago trailer.
Trailer, okay.
Don't worry, this is
Everyone-
Star Wars
every-
BrickFeed cast. No worries.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Oh, let's watch LegoCon," because I'm sure after how awful LegoCon was last year, they're gonna have the redemption arc.
They
And
did,
I
though.
just slept. I just went to bed instead, and I woke up, and someone was like, "Oh, they announced an ATT." I was like, "Nice." Been waiting for that since like 2010.
Were you really like big on
Lego-
the ATT then?
Is it like
I really do like. I was
What'd you say,
just gonna say
Sakota?
the ATT.
Oh. I was just about to ask, is it like one of your favorite Star Wars vehicles, or?
Yeah, so it's like the ATT and the gunship are like my two favorite vehicles.
Okay,
so
yeah.
It's like, and cause they really hate making prequel vehicles other than like the Jedi Starfighters for whatever reason. So it's like the last Republic gunship before everyone voted for it, and the last ATT were both in like 2010.
Yeah.
So they've both been a long time coming. I mean, there was the Rebels ATT, but that was
Yeah, that's
awful.
different.
Tiny, but like I really like the look of this one. I like all the detail on it. I've seen people complain that it's like smaller than previous ATTs.
Yeah,
but,
that was
It
the one
is.
thing.
Yeah.
But like,
But-
I don't know. I feel like for all the detail that's been put into it this time around, I don't really mind.
The price is
Yeah, I
pretty
usu-
high for the amount of pieces. But it's Star
Yeah, but
Wars.
this is-
It's kind of like
Yeah, and
I
it's
feel
also,
like all Lego is kind of going that way.
yeah, that too.
well, they did have like a overall price increase, but like the thing with the Star Wars sets as well as like what we've seen throughout the years is that they're getting significantly smaller.
Yeah.
Or not significantly, but like they're getting a tad bit smaller, but they still have like higher prices just because like there's so many more specialized pieces. Like
Yeah.
the ATTE that I had was this one from the Clone Wars, and like just
oh
a
yeah, I had
glimpse
that
of
one
that.
too. Or I still have it.
Yeah, if you just see the glimpse of that, like it's just so much bigger. But then you see like it looks so much blander as well. And I personally do like when vehicles and things are like a lot more dense in like their build and quality. Like the Tumbler is a really good example of that. All the Speed Champions cars are really good examples of that.
Yeah.
With Star Wars, I think it's alright to a degree, but it's also like the sense of scale. So like the ATT, like as long as it's big enough to be like, hey, this is like a Titan big robot, like it's not going to be 1-to-1 scale because then you get,
Yeah.
the UCS AT-AT. But I think this still retains being big enough. But like looking right next to the other one, it does look like it has really, really short legs. But that also might be like more accurate as well. Like I haven't looked at reviews or anything with it, so I've only seen the retail pictures.
Yeah.
But
so,
I think it's a good model. I think I don't know. Well, the prequel sets is a bit back and forth. Like the droid gunships, which is one that I have. I think I have the third last iteration of that, and like every other iteration of the gunship looks good to me. It's a bit back and forth, but this is a good ATT for me.
Yeah.
Is this a day one buy then, Ulti? You're getting this for sure?
It won't be day one, but it'll be near enough. I do plan
Yeah.
on picking it up along with
Yeah.
Lego Optimus Prime.
Alright. Do you have the gunship as well, or is that still something that you're waiting for as well?
I have the gunship. I haven't
Yeah.
built it because I don't
Yeah,
have
well, you have
space.
the UCS, but like the minifig version. Or you ever get
Oh,
like a minifig
is there a
one?
new gunship one
No, there's
coming
not
out?
a new one.
No. There's a good one. There's one that came out in like 2013 or something. I don't know.
Oh,
If you're
no.
one like if next year there comes out a LAT gunship in the same style as this ATT, do you think you'll get that, or do you think you'll just settle for the UCS?
I feel like the UCS will probably tide me over because I'm not I don't usually mind with scale, and I
Hmm.
feel like having the UCS one will probably be enough.
Yeah,
I
it's
say I
definitely
don't.
the more spectacular one to be sure.
Yeah.
I say I don't mind scale. I hated the Rebels ATT because I felt that was too small. But like, I feel like this one and the Rebels one, like it strikes a good middle ground between like the Rebels size and the Clone Wars size that you posted. Like it's more compact, but like you said, it's more detailed and more dense.
Yeah,
I like that.
and I do like that. And yeah, just for me personally, I just really love having everything minifig scale. But
Yeah.
you do get more detail, significantly more detail, the more you scale up as well.
Well,
I
yeah,
have
like
the Clone Wars one. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was say the thing that like stands out to me about the new ATT is like on all the previous ones when you had like the little, because you know how they have the little construction in the middle where it's like the middle leg comes out, it's all like bendy and all that.
Yeah.
And like in
Yeah.
previous ones that was just like a disc plate, but here they've actually gone into detail and like brick built it and done like the connections in a way that looks accurate rather than just being like, well, hopefully people will just like ignore this, but that's like what stands out to me most.
Yeah.
But yeah, what were you saying, Skoda?
Yeah, I have the old, like the Clone Wars ATT, and I'm so used to it because I've had it for years and that I played a lot with as a kid. But like if I compare them next to each other, I just notice like how lacking in detail the old one is compared to this. So definitely
Yeah.
looks very
I also-
good.
I also like the cool thing of a print or stickers and stuff being replaced by just more detail made with the bricks that we have now. That's like a little cool, cool
I really
increase that
like
they got
that.
going on.
Yeah.
AJ, you have like next to no knowledge about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Was it like something like that? What do you think of this like little robot turtle mecha thing? Do you think it's cute?
I like the little legs.
It is, you're right. I'm still wondering, like comparatively wise, if it is like more accurate. But like this one is definitely the most turtle one. Like I'm gonna look at like an actual ATT walker now
I
and see if they're
feel
actually
like for the
actually
actual
this
sort of
stubby.
like, I'm trying to think of the word because it's not scale, but you know, for the actual
Chubby?
like dimensions of the thing that it's supposed to
Chibi?
represent,
I mean the proportions or
the proportions, yeah, for like the
Yeah,
actual
it's like chibi.
proportions of what it's supposed to represent. I feel like it's quite accurate, actually, more accurate than the previous ones, because like the Clone Wars one that you posted, Skoda, is sort of like
Yeah.
very elongated, but at the same time, I feel like that might just be a symptom of the Clone Wars art
yeah.
style.
I think that might
Because
be part of it too.
I feel like this new one is probably based more directly on like
Revenge
the
of the Sith.
movies and
Yeah.
themselves, yeah. Because speaking of Revenge of the Sith, oh sorry,
I do think the lower legs actually are more accurate now that I'm looking at other pictures on Google, honestly. But
yeah.
like if you compare it to the older one, it really like this one really does look like hey, it's my turn to use the Xbox, with the short legs.
It's the manlet ATT.
Yeah, because he like if you look at the front legs, compared to the old one, you just okay, It's
Yeah, speaking of Revenge of the Sith and accuracy, the set comes with a very important minifigure.
Yeah, it comes with the B-1 battle droid. No.
yeah, well,
exactly.
dude, how long has it been?
It's been 20 years, like 21 years, 22, because like
I think in '99 they started with Lego Star Wars, right?
Yeah, but
and
how long has it been since we got in, like, Commander Cody from episode 3?
Oh,
This is the first one.
this is the first
No, isn't
one.
he like a yellow one from the Walker? Let's see. No, from the not Walker, the clone turbo tank, the first one.
He's
I don't know if
only
that's
ever
supposed to be
come
Cody, or just like
in this
a
one.
clone.
Is he just a commander?
I think he might just be
Yeah.
supposed to be a commander.
I'm
This-
gonna check.
At any rate, this is
Yeah,
like the
it's
first accurate Phase 2 Cody we've ever gotten.
And we got him because of people spamming. Probably.
Because people wanted it.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
because,
I don't know that for sure. Let's not get on the
Previ-
tinfoil hats.
I mean,
previously, he's only ever been like Phase 1 or just like indirect enough that you could conceivably just think it's some other guy, or you could think some other guy is Cody, but like here, it's definitely him. So
Yeah.
he's finally here after
And
20 years.
we also see the reason why it took so long is because they have a new mold for the Phase 2 clone helmets in this set that allows you to attach like visors and antennas and stuff like that, which is why they couldn't
mold
make
is
Cody
giving it-
before.
This you give it a lot of credit though for new mold because it's literally the exact same Phase 2
It's-
mold, but there's just 2 holes.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a new mold.
I guess yeah, but like that's it is still by definition, but I do it is a bit weird for it being like the actual attachment that is accurate is like right under, so just like 2 holes on the sides. So I really hope that they don't like only do this for like people that are supposed to have an attachment.
I
with,
think all
with Cody,
the
for example.
other clones in this set have the same helmet mold. So
Yeah,
have
they
the
do. I
holes
see,
too.
but I
yeah.
know, but like I hope that this doesn't become the norm because I don't like the holes when there's no
Oh,
attachment.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that Cody is like, yeah, this set is that's just gonna carry it alone because like that is huge for so many people. Like I've kind of let go a lot with Star Wars over the years and trying to like collecting. I'm just like if the nice turbo tank here and there comes out, I'm just like yeah, that's cool. Not this. It's not the turbo tank. You know the ones in Battlefront. You know the small ones. What are they called again?
Oh, the AT-RT?
No, it's not RT. It's like a little tank thing.
Oh,
that
you mean
you-
the
that was
Republic
in,
fighter tank?
Yeah, those. I really like those just because they remind me of that Battlefront 2 game. I got the one with like Isla Sakura back then. Like there's little like novelty sets here and there, but I'm trying not to like collect all the different clones and stuff because they remake them all the time and like they have. I don't like the I guess you'd call like the quote unquote mouth visor. I feel is like too thick on these compared to the previous versions they did with Phase 2. Like I have a Phase 2 clone that came out with like a mini turbo tank, which looks a lot better. I feel like it's a very small detail, but it's like things like that where it's just like it's amazing that we finally got a Commander Cody figure. But I probably won't try to get it myself. You know, I would have probably a couple like some years ago, but for now I'm just like more power to us. We did it. Still waiting for them to make another TIE bomber. There's only ever been one.
I mean, they would have done
scale
that, but they lost to the
Yeah, it
gunship.
almost won.
Yeah.
I mean, not really, right? TIE bomber was like
no,
last.
I think TIE Bomber came second because the other
Oh,
one
really?
was like some Republic. It was some weird like.
It's the Nebulon
rebel
B
frigate.
frigate was the third one.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
even then, like second or third, neither of them even came close to first. The Republic gunship just won by such an overwhelming majority that like the other two were never gonna happen.
So there you go, AJ. That's us going all about like a very, very big thing concerning like a trooper, but this one's a little bit orange and it has like a nice little cap thing for the sun. It's very
Yeah.
important.
Very
When was
important.
the last like Rex?
Last Rex
last what?
was like when Clone Wars was still around in the Bark Speeder set, which is why like
man.
Rex's prices on BrickLink are insane. And I just really hope they make a set with Rex that will just like crash the market.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
always
for
do.
them to be like, I'm waiting for like the whispers on the wind that like, oh, new Phase 2 Rex, and suddenly just BrickLink just crashes
Look
or
at just
whatever.
just look what happens with minifigures. You know the little throne where we got Ahsoka and Darth
Oh,
Maul,
yeah.
which
Yeah.
were previously just a little like hey the rare minifigures battle pack quote unquote, but like you don't need to buy huge sets for them anymore. But anyway, we got a lot of sets though. That was the ATT. Nice little turtle thing. It gets the alright set. Staple. There we go.
Just fun
Anyone closing thoughts?
speculation question. What are Lego Star Wars fans gonna demand next?
Oh, Rex probably.
I think Rex.
Oh,
I could see them
I
I don't know.
asking
History
for
repeats itself.
another Rex, but they had one
Yeah,
already.
like, what's the next like big Star Wars thing coming out? Actually, I don't know. It's always like it's never really new big Star Wars thing that people care about.
It's just
People
Clone Wars stuff.
are people are really laser focused on the prequels and the Clone Wars, which is fair enough because
Yeah.
Lego really doesn't like releasing any of that stuff.
I mean,
whatever
they've
reason.
not been that bad in the last couple of years, though. Like,
Yeah, but I feel like we owe that to Clone Wars season 7.
Okay.
But it's like, do you remember the drought before that? where
yeah,
it was
there was quite the
we-
drought for a while when like Rebels was out
it was
and
like,
the
we
sequels.
got more Battlefront 2 sets in like a certain period of time than we did
Clone Wars
Clone
era.
Wars.
Yeah.
Like, man, come on. But hey, I feel like we're finally in like the Clone Wars Lego Renaissance at least.
Yeah, I think it's just because the kids that grew up with it now have the income to get a lot of Lego too. So it's smart to cater to them.
Well,
Sure.
I'd like to buy this one at least, so I guess you're right about that.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Clone Wars, and by Clone Wars I mean it's actually from the Bad
The
Batch,
sequel?
but I think it kind of showed up in. Did it
Bad
show up
Batch
in
is
Clone
a
Wars?
sequel.
Did,
Yeah,
did,
it's like a continuation. I
did
feel,
this
or that's
ship
what's
show
like...
up in Clone Wars too? I think it
No.
did, right?
I
No?
don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know even why I'm answering that. I haven't even seen like all
Yeah,
Clone
I-
Wars
Okay.
yet, so
Off the top of my head, like Cad Bane had a ship, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but not
this.
this one, right? Okay, but it's
Yeah.
that number 75323, the Justifier, for $169.99 with 1,022 pieces.
The Justifier. I sure wish they could justify the set's existence.
I really wish they could justify that price tag.
Oh. we're on the same page here, AJ. I have no connection to this ship because I've not seen anything regarding it.
Yeah, it shows up
But-
in
No clue what it
Bad
is.
Batch.
That even that's like, it shows up in like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It's not really in it. I
Makes
feel
me
like there were
think
just
of-
other ships or other things from the Bad Batch they could have made instead of the Justifier.
What'd
I
you say, AJ? Did you just...
Oh, I was just saying it kind of makes me think of that one like plane from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Is it the bus?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The
Makes
bus.
me think of that.
get him out! Send him out! Out!
No.
I've seen the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I will say that I feel like there's like an interesting technique up there on the, I guess you'd call the tail,
Yes.
where there's
okay.
just a bunch of like tiles situated between like studs on
Yeah,
just a normal plate.
I prepared
It's just
that
put on
I-
a plate.
because I wanted
you
to
prepared
talk
a
about
picture
that
of that?
too. Yeah, I took a screenshot and the
Oh.
instructions. They pretty much did what
Yeah.
I, for the longest time, thought was an illegal technique, which is like putting tiles between studs. But
With
as
plates as well.
um,
It works with plates as well, but
yeah,
like,
but
they only
it's-
allow plates
you know, it's-
as
yeah,
allowed.
it's illegal with plates, but it's legal with tiles.
Yeah, new mantra.
And
That was like a very recent addition.
yeah, they did it in the
Oh man, look
the
at
Haunted
that.
Mansion set where people freaked out about like one of the gravestones being attached with that technique. But yeah, in this
Oh,
one they
man.
just like do it on overdrive.
New age of set designers going on here. I mean, just looking at this picture and showing it to someone like 4 years ago and saying it's like an unofficial set, that'd be funny.
Yeah,
That's it's a very nice nice technique that I feel like
yeah, it looks
the grill
really
it
good
makes is
for
very cool.
what they.
And I was super surprised that it was just that simple. I was just like, oh, okay. This looks more like a Flickr build, you know?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of a Mark II, and I think that's
Yeah.
like, even though the Justifier isn't like super important in Bad Batch or anything, I still think it's a cool design, and I'm happy they are doing a ship they've not done before. So
Which
I'm
like that
glad-
has like a
I'm
little
glad this
bit of
set
detailing. I mean,
exists.
it's just black and gray,
yeah,
but at least there's a little bit of nuance it every now and then, which I quite like. I
Yeah, and
do think the
it has a unique shape too.
yeah, scheme's cool. I do know that there's like a hole in the middle of it though, which is a bit. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's a bit weird to me. Like if you see it from above, right? With the I saw like a review of it, like
Do I have a nice
the little
picture of
Technic thingy that you
that?
go. I do not have a picture of that. I'm sorry, it just came to mind. And I also
No, I
do feel
can.
like. Go on.
No, I was saying I can kind of see it in one of the set photos, but like it's at an angle.
You can like
where
imagine it.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find an image.
Yeah. And also like on the like back as well, there's like the long sides of the wings. There's just nothing there, which
Yeah,
looks a bit odd. I feel like there should have been like some greebling or something. That's very Star Warsy to have like something in there. I don't know if it's completely clean and like
the
as
show.
in accuracy to the show. Yeah. But that just looks a bit odd. It doesn't look as like detailed as you see in the
Yeah,
front.
it has some
This
weird
is a very big
gaps
ship
too.
though for something that just kind of showed up. You know, they're doing a lot of justice. Haha, get it? For like something that's just right in there. You know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get it, but I appreciate the techniques that are in it. It's a cool
yeah,
shape.
same here. It's really big and expensive. I don't have any connection to the ship. The build has some cool techniques. It has some problems too. I like that it has landing gear. I'm always happy when ships have landing gear. But yeah, minifigure wise, this one has Omega though, which is pretty nice for people who want to complete their bad badge, because that's the only one that was missing, basically.
Is this the first time that Fennec has been in a set?
No, Fennec's
Or was
been
she
in a
like,
couple.
Mandalorian stuff?
He was in Mandalorian stuff and the Jabba's Palace.
Alright.
But the Cad Bane is new.
Yeah, because I guess he had a new design on the show. Is that?
And-
I guess that must be a new piece on the next gen, or have they just like held on to that since whenever he last?
No, it's a new piece, and they also have a new piece for his droid. Cool.
Oh yeah. Well,
I think it's all right.
Yeah. AJ, any
It's
thoughts on
such-
the Justifier?
Big plane.
Big plane.
It is a big plane.
For
sure.
thank you, AJ.
Thank you for your
very cool.
We love your input, AJ. Thank you for doing it.
This is more expensive than the ATT. What is
Yeah,
going on there?
no,
It's more
I'm sorry,
expensive
like,
and has
it's-
less pieces.
This feels like such like the ATT is gonna win so much. Like when someone's just like, "Oh man, I need to spend a lot of money this way." I feel like the ATT is gonna. I don't know. Like the ATT was good. This
Yeah.
one's all right. All right, we
Yeah.
got more. There's
Yeah.
so many Star Wars sets.
We got
man.
way more.
The
Next
big Star Wars episodes. We gotta get through.
is
All right.
75335 BD-1 for $99.99,
Hey.
1,062 pieces, which is actually a pretty good price per piece.
Yeah, this is the good stuff right here. This is muy bueno. I really like this. This is
Yeah.
like makes a lot of sense now. Like as a UCS, this is from the Jedi Fallen Order video game. For those people that play that, really good game. I liked
Yep.
it. I played it. I'm probably never gonna get this, but if I did ever get like a UCS, I would probably get this. I like having everything in like one world. You know, I love my minifig scale stuff.
I
But
feel like
this
if
does
you-
this does put a
does
smile on my
co-
face.
He does come with a minifigure BD-1 as well.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna use $100 to get one minifigure, you know.
Hey, you
That's-
were saying
that's-
you wanted BD-1 in like minifig
I can't just
scale,
break
there you
link.
go.
I mean,
can
he
just
also
pick, like,
comes.
the little thing. I'm not those type of Star
You can
Wars,
also get the Mandalorian Naboo Starfighter and get
Oh,
BD-1 as well in a minifigure
Yeah, but
scale set.
that set is so scuffed, man. It just does not look accurate at all. It could have been so much better. I feel there's so many good Naboo fighters that they've done, and I'm just gonna give the benefit of that the designer got like really bad reference photos for it, like early on development. It doesn't do the actual ship justice, I feel.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's another set. This one, on the other hand, cute little robot, you know.
They've
And
done.
it's from
told
a
me-
cool game.
If you told me in like whatever year that Jedi Fallen Order came out, that in 2022 they'd put out a BD-1 like UCS figure, I'd have told you you're insane.
Really?
I never would have seen this set coming, to be honest.
I mean, they've done like the BB-8 and the Dio and what else did
Yeah,
they do?
but
Those
those are
guys were in movies.
Yeah, but I mean,
like Star Wars movies is a huge market, but Star Wars
This-
video games is
But
within like a couple
but-
barriers.
This
have
is
to-
like
they only did
This is the
BD-1 after the model showed up in The Mandalorian, though.
exactly, and I feel like that's probably why
Yeah.
they were like we can do it but like this was the first Jedi Fallen Order set, and
Yeah.
beyond this, the
Probably
last
the only
video
one.
games, the last Star Wars video game set we got was the Inferno Squad Battle Pack, like in 2019.
Yeah.
They do not like doing Star
They
Wars
used
video
to
game
do
sets,
a
so
bunch of them,
Jet Beat,
but
yeah, but like that was back during the drought period before Disney. Like
That was back when
were
they did
doing, like
sick Old Republic sets I got, and
yeah,
now they
that
don't
was
give
back
them to
when
me.
that was back when they made up Star Wars like
Yeah.
vehicles so they could make sets of them. But like seeing
I
BD-1
wish
here
they'd keep
is really
doing that
cool.
sometimes. I think those are fun. But this one, I
Really,
feel like
I did like the Nightcrawler.
I feel like this is the perfect, like it's the best one of these buildable droid sets because it's like almost
Oh,
to
sure.
scale too. So
It's
just
almost to scale, and like
it looks
the
really
building
good.
techniques are really good. 'Cause
It even
it's
has
do you
like the
remember- do you-
little healing things in his head.
Yeah, like the attention to detail there is really cool. You got the little healing stems in the head, like in a compartment that you can open up and close, and you also
Yeah.
have like the lighting array on the back of his head, which is really cool.
Yeah, and
Oh
they
man, you
use
can do
like
the whole upgrade animation from the game on him, basically.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
where
basically.
when you get the new thing. Yeah, that's
they
cool. Man.
they also use like different studs on the back to make like it
Mhm.
shimmer a bit. Really cool.
yeah. And I feel like because you mentioned buildable droids and like BB-8. BB-8 was just like a mess of exposed studs. Here, BD-1 has like a lot of flush surfaces. And just like the build is really cool. I love the visible exposed wires.
Yeah.
On the,
Oh yeah, it's so
on the
accurate in terms of
It's
detail
perfect.
and shaping. It is a very very good set. Whoever designed this, amazing work. One of the best
Yeah.
UCS sets,
I feel
in my
like
opinion.
whoever made this has had to have been like a Jedi Fallen Order fan because there's no
Yeah.
way
For
that
sure.
this set like is this good without being a labor of love.
For sure, it must be. I mean,
and
it
price per
doesn't have
piece-wise,
articulation
it's-
though, but like you can move the legs a bit on the sides and like the head. Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
like
you can,
swivel
like,
the
you-
head side to side. You can move the legs.
Oh, okay.
I think
That's
you
cool.
can move the ankle side to side, but not back to front. But I'm not sure about that one.
AJ, have you seen any gameplay of it?
No,
Have you seen any of the Jedi Fallen Order game ever?
I have not.
All
I
right,
don't
this
really
this
know
little
how.
robot thing, all right, it's
Yeah.
like about the size sitting on your shoulder, like a parrot or like your back, and it shoots out like healing syringes for you. So like whenever you heal, he just pops those
Yeah.
out for you, and he
Aw.
basically acts like a little dog. He's so cute. Honestly,
He's amazing.
it's
Yeah.
he's great. I need to send like a BD-8 compilation at some point. Too.
Do it.
So this thing
Oh.
acts as cute as it looks. Basically, is my point.
It looks
It is
adorable.
amazing.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah. You like it?
Yeah.
Not better than.
If
Go
I
on.
had the £90 to spend, I would absolutely buy this because like it's good. It's really good actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I-
also that
I-
it's just a set that looks great on a shelf or something, even if you don't have like a huge
Yeah.
collection or anything like that.
It
Oh
He-
yeah,
if-
just
if
a little cute
falls-
robot.
it falls very much into the same sort of ballpark as Lego Optimus Prime, I feel, where it's like it's not really super good for play, but it makes the perfect display piece.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean it is UCS. They're not all of them are supposed to be display pieces. So, but I get you.
Alrighty.
I don't really have too much more to say, honestly. It's just good sale around.
Yeah.
Anyone
I
else
think,
have any like closing thoughts?
I just think this one's
Good
like,
bet.
if you like this style of set, this one is like one of the best they've done, and price is pretty fair compared to the rest we're gonna see today. So good set.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
All
Next
right.
up, we have set number 75338, Ambush on Ferrix. For $69.99, 679 pieces, and this one is based on the upcoming ANDOR TV show.
When is that show coming out?
I think
Like
they just
tomorrow?
announced it this week. No, I think it's
Oh, okay.
September 21st, right? And they start with a 3-episode premiere. I can look it up.
It's
'Cause
just
Andor-
like-
Andor's like 18 episodes, isn't it?
No,
thing is
I don't
just-
think so.
This is like it just looks like a very tiny baby LAAT gunship with
Okay.
like short wings.
Andor's coming out on September 21st, and it's 12-episode season.
Okay.
I really love the speeder. The speeder looks really cool. I like the detail
Yeah.
on it. I like the little wires they have at the front. I can't really get too excited about the ship. I mean, it has really good shaping, but like it is very expensive for like a very like medium-sized set, and it doesn't like. I don't know how significant this will be, but just at a glance at this doesn't really excite me that much. Just because it's
I
from
feel
what
like
we've seen
like you-
before, but like I said, I will give it credit where it has really good shaping with like all the plates and everything.
this
Like
ship
you
is.
said with the
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Who's first?
I was gonna say, like you said, with the shaping is really good, but it just feels like they cut like the first half of a vehicle off and made it a set. Like it feels like it should be bigger, but it's
The wings
not.
look so small, but like I've never not seen like the actual like photo and stuff on it.
This set
It
is
does open up really nice though. I
Yeah.
will say that as well.
the way
If
it
you
opens
can,
up.
like
I feel like it's a great playset, probably, but
For
it's so
sure.
deceivingly like complex because, like, from the volume of stuff, you'd think it's like a $30 to $40 set maybe, but like the piece count is that high, which I don't know. It's the
don't know-
kind
I
of
don't know
thinking
either.
of like the value of stuff you get compared to the pieces you get.
For sure. I mean, if you're a really huge fan of the show, then this is probably gonna cut your interest. But like at glance for me, I can really give credit to the build. It's just that overall, there's nothing flashy that really takes my attention on this.
Yeah.
But good set and
Yeah,
very
it's just
detailed
like-
barrel on that turret up front. I really like that.
The
They
turret looks
use
really
like
nice.
Yeah, they have like what used to be like a lipstick piece, but they kind of made it like to this like a bar with like a little thick thing in the middle, and it's like there's like parts of robot arm things, and like I said, with the brie-colored black candle, which
Yeah.
makes like this very like medium-sized barrel, which I thought was I really like the turret up front. The turret up front has really good detail on it.
The new stud shooters also blend in pretty nicely.
I
Yeah,
didn't even
those are
notice
popping
the
up everywhere.
shooters.
They really just completely deleted like the old ones
old
that
one,
they came
yeah.
out. That just yeah. This is just kind of it's just kind of what they go with now, and I feel like it definitely sticks out a lot less. You know, I'm never too big on stud shooters, but this one definitely is at least I've seen used as other detail quite a lot, so I really don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone have any
Anyone
closing
have any
thoughts?
thoughts on this set?
Yeah. What do you think
I
of this
like-
trash can with wings, AJ? You like it?
I don't know.
It's great.
It's yeah.
Yeah, it's Star Wars. It's
a
it's
Star
not
Wars
gonna
set.
really do much to you if
Like
you're
a
not really into
brick.
Star Wars universe.
It's like I like the shaping, but it's just another angular gray thing from Star Wars.
Yeah. But like I said, I will give credit to the shaping, interior, and everything. Just I mean, if this was like a super significant character's like ship that we see in every episode, I could see it flying off. But we'll wait and see. I'll
Yeah.
definitely look at the instructions when this comes out though, because I want to know like how they
How they
called
angled
all
the
of those
plates.
techniques and everything. Yeah, it looks like such a dense build, and I really love dense builds.
The
All right.
panels on the side do open as well, so there is
Yeah.
like some interior space.
The back opens up too, but I think there's like a built-in wall, so the opening back doesn't actually like lead into the interior. It's more like for show. But I mean, I don't think they could have done it otherwise structurally.
Yeah, it would probably be like super fragile at that point.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next one is set number 75333. Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter. This is like one of the sets where we've gotten another version before, but I feel like this is a good upgrade to that previous version.
Is this
It
just
does
a
look like it's-
recolor of the Anakin one
Go
that
on.
came out? Is this just a recolor of the Anakin one that came out like semi-recently?
It's
don't-
the
I
build is
didn't
kind
see
of
that one.
different. The build is kind of different because I think also because R2's placement is different in the Anakin's Starfighter than it is in this one, right? But-
Probably, but like that's different.
This looks pretty different though from like the ones I've seen. I don't know what is the like last like Jedi Starfighter that we get, but this
Yeah,
one looks like it's very conscious in that it is trying to give. Go on. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I
Scott?
looked at the last one. It's the Anakin one. And I posted in there. Right.
It's
any second
loading
now.
up now.
Oh
yeah,
it's,
this is definitely
it's a quite
different. But I don't really
build.
like the shaping with the Anakin ones either way. I quite like the ones that they got from the movie. That's either like from episode 2 or something. But I think this one looks like conscious in that it's just trying to like keep the piece count under 300. So it's like what is oh, it is a $30 set as well. Yeah, that's nice.
This one's $30 too. So yeah, 282
Yeah.
pieces. Not too awful.
Yeah, and
Didn't-
it's also it looks like it's popping up now with the conjunction with like the Kenobi series. It's not too like long ago as well, and we don't really like. I feel like episode 2 is probably the movie that we've seen the least sets of
Yeah.
overall.
It's also this year's the anniversary of the movie. So
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
20th.
Oh.
And if you compare this to the Anakin one only came with, of course, Anakin and R2. This one has an extra minifigure too, and even with like a new mold and a species we've never gotten before. So
Oh really?
yeah, we've never had a Kaminoan before.
Okay, that's pretty hype. I like that. I guess, like you said, in time for like the anniversary of the film as well. It's
Yeah.
pretty neat to include an iconic species from that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very first time we've gotten a Kaminoan. How was it called again?
Kaminoan?
Kaminoan. I don't know. I've never read it, but you guys know what you know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's
talking about.
Kaminoan.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know if I feel like I saw like a fake leak at some point where they were using like the mini doll bodies for like one of these guys as opposed to what we're
really?
seeing now.
That sounds horrific.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go with that. This headpiece and everything looks good. This probably they're probably gonna be like popping out with like you reusing this or something similar to this with I know there's one Jedi that's like has like similar with like the really long neck, and there's
yeah.
one
I know.
yeah,
which
there's
one.
like one of
that
the
guy.
Pod Racer one guy is also could be used for this.
Yeah, maybe they
But,
can
you know,
reuse the piece.
yeah.
Toe off Plastic in
This-
YouTube chat just mentioned, when are they gonna use the Woody/Avatar minifigs limbs on the Kaminoans?
Yeah, that would actually probably make more sense with
I feel like
Yeah,
they need
using
the dress piece, but maybe, I don't know.
use the old dress piece that was just two bricks
Or
high. And
just
then
add
have
a
the long
2x2
legs.
underneath.
Yeah. I think this is I think this is a good set, good
Yeah.
Starfighter as well. And I feel like it's good too, because like you said, there was like a time where I feel like we got like so many Jedi Starfighters every other year that weren't really connected to
Anything?
the movies that much. So like I feel like if we're getting the Starfighter every now and then, it's good that we're getting the ones that like the more the ones that we actually see, the ones in the movie. Like this one is probably one of the more recognizable Jedi Starfighters with the
Yeah.
color scheme and
I
everything.
have mixed feelings about this one because I can't tell if I just don't like the build or if it's just the camera angles are bad. But like, I feel like previous
like this-
Jedi
this thing is a-
Starfighter.
I feel like it's a very good build though. But it might be that it doesn't like use so many pieces to get like a perfect
Yeah.
shaping. It's a little bit budgety here and there. But
It feels a little too curved because like the one in the films is like very angular, but you've got all these like round pieces building up the slope at the front of it. I just don't know. I don't feel like that's right, and
I kind of feel like
previous. I feel like previous versions of this ship design have probably been more like accurate in that regard, but I don't know.
I kind of feel the opposite, where because in the front they use like different layers of plates, and it looks kind of like pixelated, and I don't like that part, but the rest I really do like. So I don't know.
do not.
Yeah, it's difficult to like sort of pin down because the design of that ship specifically changes so much between like wherever it shows up that it's sort of hard to pin down an actual design for the Lego to then base it off of.
I like the ship. I think you should probably watch like 20 reviews on YouTube and see if you like the shape or not though.
Yeah, I think it might
Yeah.
be better in 3D to judge it on that than pictures.
If you think their angles are like might be deceiving you or not, then I would check that out. But yeah, I think it's a good Starfighter. It's definitely the shape of the letter V. You know, and it's also nice with like a lot of the prequel stuff as well. We're getting a little bit more color every now and then, which is nice. What do you think of the shape
not a great
of
ship.
V, AJ? What do you think of this one? It's not just grey though.
I really like this set. It's one of the few things in Star Wars I actually kind of know because I recognize it. But I really like sets that have like kind of mostly white and then splashes of color because they do that with like Monkey Kid as well.
It is a pretty cool color scheme using that.
Yeah, it just always looks really nice. And I like this set. You know, it's something small and like you can play with it. You could also like just have it kind of start on display if you wanted to.
It's really good value for your money. I agree with that.
I think this is gonna be a great set for a lot of kids too, because it's not too big.
Oh yeah, this was like a birthday present
build.
for a lot of people.
Like it wasn't my first. I think my second Lego Star Wars set ever was the Clone Wars Anakin Jedi Starfighter. So I feel like some kids might get into Lego Star Wars with this set nowadays.
Oh, I got like the very first wave ever. What'd you say?
I was gonna say, like, that version of the ship got so many different re-releases. It was like,
yeah,
they pumped up a lot of Jedi Starfighter over the years.
But yeah, like you were saying, X, I feel like this is a great like sort of gift for kids.
Yeah.
So it's very cheap. It doesn't break the bank. It's got a nice simple build. It's good.
Yeah, it's concentrated build as well. It's just one thing. There's not like a very little like plate or two with like a foliage on it and like a chest or something. It's just the ship and minifigures.
Yeah, and you can just fly it around in your room.
All right. So what else? This is the
next.
Oh no,
next set. It might also be the first set for some Lego Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Because it's the 75332 ATST, the 4+ set for $34.99 with 87 pieces.
All right, great minifigures, really cute ATST, but you know, there's definitely been better.
Yeah.
Better. Yeah, it is 4+. As a 4+, I think it is pretty cool because I feel like that ATST does remind me a little bit of the very first version that we got.
Yeah.
It does feel a little bit similar because of that front there. They've been trying like a little bit splashes of color, and I actually quite like on the feet of that mech there as well. There's like some nice printing going on. I'm pretty sure that's printing because that's what it's +4. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't feel like they'd use stickers.
Yeah, they don't use stickers in 4+ sets.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I do love the Scout Trooper as well. Like even though we've seen him quite a lot, I just need to make note that you do get a Scout Trooper in this, and it is one of my favorite troopers for good reason.
The way they use the 4+ mech legs from the Ninjago Electromech and sets like that for this ATS.
Oh yeah, that
is really
legend
smart.
one, yeah.
And yeah, I
You
do think
said
it looks a
80s.
lot. What?
I was gonna say you were saying 87 pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that many pieces, you get quite a lot of builds.
Yeah, the volume of stuff you get isn't that bad, but I feel like $34.99 is still quite hefty.
It's
But
better than ours.
it's
Oh,
hard to
yeah,
compare
it's-
4+ sets to price per piece with regular sets, though.
That ATS tier is like 3 large solid pieces. Now looking at it,
Yeah, I have
Oh
a
yeah,
picture
it's like
of...
you see very much in the legs.
well, even like the main cab is one large piece.
Yeah, there's
with
like
a lot
one
of
big
little-
shell piece, and you add some of the detail.
Oh really? Oh.
I have
Yeah, I
a
just
picture, should
posted
be
it
up
in
on
Patreon.
stream in a bit.
Oh, I see it now. I do like that little cockpit piece though. That actually looks pretty useful. As like
Yeah, I
a
feel like
easy
there
way
will
of
be
getting,
some
like,
good
a-
uses for
Ooh.
that piece.
But
But...
Yeah,
especially
I
with-
actually get that.
with the like outwards facing studs but onto the sides as well. It's quite nice.
Is
And,
there
like,
studs
it has-
inside of it though, or is it just tiled inside? That's
It's
why I
hard to
wonder.
see, but
It's
I
hard to
think there
see,
might
but-
be just so that you can sit a kid, like just so a kid can like sit a minifig in it.
Mm.
But like again, like the bits on the side and like the overall shape, and it has a built-in like cavity that you can put minifigs in. I think it's going to be a very useful piece, like you said.
Yeah.
Very
I don't
good
recognize the
way of
piece.
creating space.
Yeah, it's a 4+ set. You kind of have to look at them differently than your usual sets, but I think for a 4+ sets, it's one of the better ones we've gotten. Not like the...
Oh yeah, and it also makes sense within Star Wars to have like a 4+ with like a ATST as well. I feel like
Yeah.
that was a good idea. That makes a lot of sense. I want to see a 4+ AT-AT now with those legs.
with 4 of those legs. That would be fun.
Oh man.
I could see them
But
do that.
I feel like the legs would probably be backwards in that, because that like sells the shape of the thing better.
Some of them would be backwards, some of them would be frontwards.
Forward.
And it looked
You get
like it was
4
in
of
middle
the
of
same
walk.
and not the mirrored version.
Oh yeah.
But like you were saying, minifigs and like 4+ set, I feel like putting an Ewok in a 4+ set is a great idea, because kids will go mad
Yeah.
over the Ewok and be like, "Well, I want that one," just like
Yeah.
the Ewok, because it's 4+. They don't know what BrickLink is yet.
Yet. Time will come. I don't really have too much else to say
Yeah.
about the
I think there's
ATST
too
as
much
far
to
as
say about that one.
Yeah. You got anything, AJ? Like a robot with a mech?
It's a set.
It is definitely a set. You know, we got it. All right.
That be like your like gateway into Star Wars?
No, I think a better would be using like Jedi Starfighters. That was like there was something there with that, wasn't it?
I think AJ
Probably
might be
no.
too old for 4+ set.
Sorry.
I think we all are, but
What's I look like how we
We're buying you this
So-
for Christmas.
no, that we should buy AJ the Starfighter instead. Let's do that. It's one of the actually notable the only notable ship that we had so far.
I think
The only
the
thing
I
Starfighter worked out cheaper as well, actually.
Yeah, the Starfighter is
that's
actually
not right.
cheaper, which is kind of wild, but
Alright.
4+
If we get to
set.
go to the next set, we should probably warn about spoilers regarding the show
For the
of
next
KENOBI.
set, we are gonna talk spoilers about KENOBI. Has any X, have you seen KENOBI?
I've seen all KENOBI, yeah, I saw it.
Okay. Because Ulti, you haven't seen all of it, right? But you don't care about being spoiled.
Yeah, I've seen like half of it, but I don't really care about the rest.
No worries.
Okay.
I mean,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
go on.
Okay, set
No, you go.
number 75336 Inquisitor Transport Scythe for $99.99, and it has 924 pieces.
All right. So I didn't absolutely love the show, so I don't have like a huge connection to the ship. But with that said, I really love this ship. It is a
Yeah.
very cool ship. It is just black, but does have a little bit of red in it. But has like a very cool shape, and it has like those like really shuttles of like the I don't know, the higher ups within the Empire. You know.
Yeah, it's like
Which
a lot like
I
the
quite like
Krennic
design of
shuttle
those.
or the Kylo Ren shuttle.
Yeah. Krennic shuttle, for example, is the last one I got, and this one reminds me a lot of that one. It's definitely drawing a lot of inspirations from that one. And I've seen pictures of this having very roomy as well. Like it's very well built.
Yeah, I have a picture of the interior, and it's very nice. Like I like when ships have a good interior, and this one has a lot of space to seat minifigures, and that's always a plus.
Yeah. What'd you say, Ulti?
The set that this calls to mind for me is the Rogue Shadow that came out ages ago for The Force Unleashed.
Oh, that's a very different ship, though, right?
Yeah, but
yeah, I do know what you mean, but like the overall silhouette, I see it. I know what you mean because I actually did buy that ship. Yeah. You talk about the one where like it had like a landing thing and it worked. It had like a
and it had like
Mars
battle
mission
damage
pieces
Darth
used.
Vader.
Yeah,
the battle
only
damage
damage
Vader.
Darth Vader. Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that, but like really upgraded because it's been like a
Yeah,
decade.
really smoothified. You know, very smooth. Instead of just being all not smooth. You know, you get it.
Yeah.
But that's a cool shapes. I really like that they've used you know, they're going wild once again with the mixel joints, like using the like getting to these like odd angles at like the front here. You can see when they've opened up the interior, you can see it like to get those lines going down at the front with tiles going over it. They're connected by a mixel joint there. Yeah. Also, it looks very well built, and like you said, Sakota, like a very good interior does a lot for me because there's a lot of times where, like, for example, it's at like the Mandalorian ship, it looks all right, and then you like look on the inside, and it's just like Technic beams, and it's just
it just also like
sometimes it is
if
like
you
that.
can fit a lot of minifigures inside the ship because like you want to play that they're flying somewhere with the ship.
Oh yeah,
and
I also really enjoy
the
like crew transports of any kind, so I'm also for that.
And as Emu Empire pointed out in the YouTube chat, the minifigures in this one are like
great name.
A massive selling point probably because it has all the 3 main Inquisitors from the show and Obi-Wan.
It is very beefy in the minifig department. It's pretty much, if you're like a little bit fan of the Kenobi show, this is like the set to get, basically.
If you like lightsabers that work as helicopters, this is the set for you.
Yeah, helicopter lightsaber battle pack.
We don't often get like such an array of like banger minifigures in a single set.
Yeah.
Like usually with like
they spread them out.
Yeah, they'd be spread out over waves, or like one would just never exist for like whatever reason. But like you said, battle pack for if you need like the red lightsaber piece, there you go.
Pretty much so. I think this is like by far the best set that you can get from the Kenobi series. Not gonna get it myself, but I do like it, and some of the like minifigures are really cool. I might bricklink at some point the main Inquisitor's Grand Inquisitor, that's what it's called. Like armor piece. I think that looks really cool.
Yeah, I like that armor piece a lot as well. I think it's a new version from the previous minifigure they had from Rebels.
I really thought they'd like reuse those and just have them in like
black. They probably don't have them anymore.
Been a couple of years, probably,
but yeah.
I don't like though that the what is it, the 5th brother? Is that what he is? Yeah, 5th brother. Yeah. His armor piece makes him like way too tall with his head. I don't like. It doesn't look that good. I feel like I feel like they might be like trying to make
great
like tall
in the show either.
Yeah, like it feels a bit too tall for me. But I think they made justice with like the prints on him. I feel like all this like no matter what I feel about the minifigures, they're all very well detailed and like accurate to the show. So I'll commend them for that. All right, AG, what'd you think of this one? Did you like black and red?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're still number 1 on AJ's list when it is the Jedi Starfighter. It just can't be beat.
Because I don't know about anything else.
Yeah. It's this
Yeah.
one is definitely like not similar to Monkey Kid at all, so I understand.
No.
Yeah.
I've not seen anything with Kenobi, so I don't.
I see.
Yeah,
don't
but
know anything.
it like the wings move. That's like hidden side, right?
No. That's just, you can't just be like, oh, this thing is like vaguely like black and like makes a silhouette. Ooh, hidden side set confirmed. You know, that's just, you can like
You're
squeeze that reference like so many sets. You know, just like every set is a hidden side set at that point.
So many
Alright.
concepts.
Yeah, this is a
If
very
only.
cool way to use the Speed Champions windshield piece.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna need to make sure like that some people are just like, oh, is that a new power or anything? No, they just made that. Yeah, they did use that on like the little gray school bus that we had earlier as well. The ambush on Ferrix.
Yeah.
With like prints on it. That was also like pretty good. But yeah, otherwise, don't have too much thoughts about this one. Anyone got any closing thoughts on the site here?
I think that's the best Kenobi set probably. I like the build, I like the figures. It has a good interior. Price isn't too awful. So I'd say that's a good set for me.
Yep. Alright. So.
Okay, next up is set number 75334, Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader. This one is interesting. There's been a lot of discussion in the community and in our group too about this set. 408 pieces.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, $49.99.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they just included ulti in it though. I didn't think they'd do that, but
yeah,
you know,
it's a nice reference from Lego.
Yeah, TTV reference.
Ulti minifig. Ulti
Yeah.
minifig.
Yeah. I mean, finally, it's going to be pretty easy to get like your sig fig, you know, because they just kind of produce it for you. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to give me like the handout, except for the fact that like the head is part of the chest, so it's kind of weird. I'm not quite sure why they did that and then just like make it a normal minifig head, but you know, you win some, you lose some. I'm definitely gonna brick link that figure.
I mean, I that's like honestly my favorite thing about the entire show was that guy. He was just such a cool little robot guy. So I might consider actually like bricklinking for that figure in particular because he does look pretty nice. It is a pretty cool droid design. So
Yeah.
Sakota, what are the controversial opinions regarding this set?
The controversial opinion regarding this set is that it's mostly just a base plate. And it's $50.
Yeah, and like the one thing that like the big thing for me is just that it's just clearly in the desert in the show. It's just like, why is it bait?
I don't know. I feel like because it's at night, it's really hard to tell how the exterior or
I was
like
surprised
the landscape
to see this
looks.
like gray because it looks like they're on like rocks and stuff, you know. It doesn't look like they're on like sand dunes or something. I'm not misremembering right. They were like in the desert at this point.
Yeah, they were.
Not to get too far into my opinions on Kenobi, but I did not like the scene at all.
Yeah, it's definitely not the biggest draws of the show.
Yeah.
Definitely comparing it to the last couple episodes, what we get there, it feels very out of place when you compare that like little hide and seek thing like we're doing.
If they wanted to push for, I get why they like. A big marketing draw for the Kenobi show was them marketing it as the rematch between Obi-Wan and Vader, or Anakin. Which I wasn't a fan of, but okay. But spoilers for the show, there are 2 fights between them, and the second one definitely is the more interesting one, and has also a more interesting like landscape it takes place in. So I don't. Maybe they didn't get like concept art for that to avoid spoilers, but that would have been a cooler set, I think.
Also getting that special version of Vader, which would make a lot of sense, I feel. You know, that this is just another Darth Vader minifigure, but it is
like you were saying, Sakota, with it's just a base plate. I feel like the main draw is that it's one of those things that have come up recently in Star Wars figures, or Star Wars sets even, where it's like we have these play features here and here, and that's like why you would buy it, because it's like you got the barrier of fire, like they can rotate, so you can make them like fight each other.
Yeah.
It feels odd
Like,
for them to make the set of this fight rather than the other.
yeah, it's
Do put in mind that not just in the show they fight twice. There's also a movie where they fight, and also another movie where they fight again. You know, just saying, in case you haven't seen the movie. Spoiler.
To defend
I don't really
the
have
set
too
a
much else
little
to
bit,
say.
it has a cool function where like it splits apart and the fire comes out in the middle. But I don't know. I still not really a big fan of the set.
Is that function like trigger activated, or you'd have to do it all like manually? Because if there's a mechanism for it, I feel like
I think
that's
there's
pretty
like a
cool,
gear mechanism to it.
Okay, that's pretty cool, but I don't know if it justifies like £44 for what's basically just like 4 minifigures stood on a bit of grey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very costly little pile of rocks and gravel and sand.
It's something where I'd like to look up how it works on like the instruction manual, but like I don't want to buy it.
All right, and any closing thoughts, AJ, regarding a great base plate set?
No.
No,
Just-
not even
just-
a set. This is not of all the ones previously. Those were sets confirmed by AJ. This is not a set. This is not even a set. It looks
Wow.
like one, but if you buy this, it's actually not a set. Just saying. You heard it here first, folks.
All I'm gonna say is it's definitely not worth the money. Like it just no way. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like what they
it's
should have
pretty
done,
costly.
but I mean, I'm not in like Legos. I don't know what they knew about the scene and all that. But they've done like smaller battle scenes before, like battle scene sets with the Rey versus Kylo Ren and Obi-Wan versus Anakin and Mustafa. And I feel like they should have gone like for that size instead of for a $50 set. That might have meant no ulti minifigure, but
No,
it would have been the smarter direction to go, I think.
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Even if they didn't do Ulti Minifig, or Ulti Minifig will show up again sometime.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
So
we have
I'm good on
one
that.
last set
Yeah.
for today.
Well, we have one more? Really?
Yeah, that's one last set.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this. I forgot about this.
It's set number 40547, Obi-Wan, Kenobi, and Darth Vader, and it's BrickHeadz.
How many Darth Vaders have they done at this point for BrickHeadz?
I
Like, 2
think
or 3?
2.
What, really? I didn't know we had previous. I don't follow BrickHeadz at all. They just don't.
Darth Vader was like one of the ones that came out by himself in like the opening salvo of BrickHeadz. He was like one of the first ones.
But
really?
I think it's really
he
interesting
lo-
that this is the first Obi-Wan BrickHead we ever got. Like, he's such an important character and we never got a BrickHead of him. We also never got Anakin.
I do quite like the way that they created sort of like the cloth shaping pieces in this one though.
Yeah.
For both of them.
It has some good building
Obi-Wan.
techniques. Not just printed, actually built up.
Oh, yeah, on the chest and everything. I see what you mean. I was looking at the old Darth Vader one, and I quite like this one better. I feel like what they did with the head there is really nice. They got the little ratchet point there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eyes are really constructed really, really smartly. You know, I think it was good them going with like a little bit of dark red going on there just to make them pop a little bit. And
Yeah, even like before, they just had like the tile piece that was just colorless, but now they've actually like recessed them into the head. It's quite nice.
I also want to point out how in this Lego, these lifestyle photos they sometimes make, and I have it on stream right now, they purposefully gave Obi-Wan the high ground, and I am sure that was not an accident.
Nice. But yeah, I don't really have anything more to add. It's another BrickHeadz set. They keep making them.
Yeah.
You like them, more power to you.
Yeah. Feel about the same.
All right.
Any
Well,
thoughts,
I think
AJ?
any.
Like BrickHeadz?
I do actually like BrickHeadz. I don't have like a lot of them, but I do like seeing what ones do come out. And
You ever make
I quite-
custom BrickHeadz?
no, I haven't. But
Alright.
I don't know. I just like.
Cause like they
BrickHeadz.
made like a one where you could like make your very own BrickHeadz or something.
Yeah.
Didn't they like
Did they?
identify so?
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
that one.
they
The Go Brick Me
they
set.
made like this set where it's like you BrickHeadz yourself basically.
Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah,
didn't know
right?
about that.
Which BrickHeadz do you have?
Which ones do I have? I have Monkey King. That's the first one
Ooh.
that comes to mind. I have Batman and Robin as well from the Batman movie, like from a few years back.
Nice.
Do you have it like on a shelf then, or is it just all in like a box or something?
Yeah, they're like in a display kind of cabinet thing.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. I don't buy a lot of them, but like if I see a BrickHead I like, I'll probably like pick it up. I quite like the.
Wonder if
Darth
there's a
Vader
guy
one.
that do like collect the BrickHeads like people do Funko Pops, where they just have like every single one because they're numbered and stuff there, and it's just
I'm
like
sure
yeah,
someone
Obi-Wan's
has them
numbered this
all.
and that.
But I think
Does any-
some of
it-
them are hard to get because they're like con exclusives. But
Yeah.
yeah.
All
All
yeah,
right.
that's
I think
that's a lot
about
in
it.
Star Wars. This was the Star Wars episode, everybody.
Yeah.
You know.
Lots of Star
Thanks.
Wars. Thank you
Yeah,
all so
thanks,
much for joining in. I hope
yeah,
you had
thanks.
fun with the European gang of TTV.
Yeah, because they're busy, you know, doing something like a convention or something. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. It's
think this
probably
is-
something cool.
This is probably the first ever all European episode of any podcast on TTV, right?
Yeah, and do you know how
Yeah.
I know that as well? It's because we were all on time.
Yeah. I mean,
Didn't we have to delay by?
We had to
did it.
delay, but
there was a pizza emergency.
When we set a new time, then we all showed up at the exact time, and that usually, you know, that where credit is due. You know, I'm just trying to give us a little bit of points here. You know.
Right.
Either way, and yeah, thanks AJ for joining this, even though there's like very little next to no interest in Star Wars, but you powered
Yeah.
through either way. That's pretty nice.
It was fun.
It's great to have.
Alrighty. Thank you all so much for joining. I hope you had a fun time. This was BrickFeed episode 135, and see you all next time.
See you.
See ya. Oh,